the flame-grilled
Whopper.
These days, if you want a good burger, you have plenty of choices, and BK is undoubtedly always an excellent option. So here are some of the best burgers you can get at Burger King.
Oh, I love Burger King, don't you?
Big King XL Whopper.
One double XL, one kids XL.
The Big King XL is a unique specimen in the burger sphere. It consists of a half-pound flame-grilled beef patty covered in onions, cheese, pickles, lettuce, and Burger King's special stacker sauce. The stacker sauce is the secret to the unique taste of this burger. It's a sweet and tangy sauce that is believed to be a combination of relish, ketchup, and mayonnaise. Yum, right? Burger King officially released the Big King XL many years ago, back in 1997. The burger immediately did well. But a few years later, in 2001, Burger King made some changes to the burger and renamed it the King Supreme.
It's the new me.
Unfortunately, the King Supreme was discontinued by Burger King for more than a decade. Then, in 2013, when people were dancing to the Harlem Shake and the selfie stick was still a big thing, Burger King decided to bring back the Big King XL from the dead in its original form. Burger King customers were over the moon. The Big King XL is pretty large, but even bigger versions of this sandwich are sold in the Middle East and Europe. If you have a chance to try any version of this burger, you should definitely give it a go. Double Sourdough King.
Rye, wheat, or sourdough?
At the most basic level, a burger is a beef patty inside a bun. That's the definition of a burger, according to most people. But let's imagine that 2 beef patties were put inside something like 2 slices of toasted sourdough bread. What would it be then? Would it still be a burger, or would it become something entirely different and new? According to Burger King, it would still be a burger, but a burger imbued with some new and unique textures and flavors that will keep you coming back for more.
I want more.
This menu item is known as the Double Sourdough King, composed of 2 quarter-pound beef patties, mayonnaise, ketchup, cheese, and bacon inside 2 extra toasted sourdough slices of bread. The Double Sourdough King is a little more expensive than some of the other menu items at Burger King and may not be everyone's cup of tea. That being said, it's a real festival for the senses that you will not easily forget. The natural acids in the toasted sourdough bread add an excellent element of tanginess, which combines well with the saltiness of the burger patty. This is a burger that everyone should try at Burger King at some point. Steakhouse King.
I'm the king now.
The Steakhouse King TV commercial consists of 2 dudes sitting at a table at Burger King wearing paper crowns on their heads while waxing poetic about the glories of the Steakhouse King.
It's like you hit the jackpot.
Cha-ching!
One guy tells the other. But are they right about that? Truth be told, in many ways they are. The Steakhouse King consists of 2 beef patties and cheese slices, topped with crispy onions, strips of bacon, A1 steak sauce, and mayonnaise inside a fresh sesame seed bun. Pretty epic, right?
Yeah, you're right.
Some people have complained that the Steakhouse King is too similar to the Burger King A1 Ultimate Cheeseburger that was released 8 years ago. That may be true, but that doesn't make the Steakhouse King any less good. The Steakhouse King is the latest in a long line of premium burgers released by Burger King over the years that go back to the 1970s. It's all part of a specific strategy Burger King has developed to attract people looking for products with good value. On the whole, the Steakhouse King has been a big hit with BK customers. It was first introduced in its new form some time ago and then disappeared from the menu before returning again. Thank goodness for that. Whopper with cheese.
My job is trying to prevent Mr. Andrew from unleashing the Whopper with cheese.
Burger King is famous for its flame-grilled burgers. Everyone knows that. But what happens when you add a slice of American cheese to the mix? The result is something that can only be described as alchemy or dark magic. The grilled taste of the meat combines with the oozing melted cheese to create something different and utterly divine that will have you singing the Burger King theme song over and over again. Sometimes food is much more than the sum of its parts, and the Whopper with cheese is a prime example of this.
I'm the best.
Many people will agree that cheeseburgers are generally better than regular burgers, but this goes double when you're talking about a mouth-watering quarter-pound Burger King beef patty that is topped with onions, lettuce, tomatoes, pickles, mayonnaise, and ketchup. The American cheese's mild, creamy, salty taste combines with all of these flavors to create an unstoppable explosion in your mouth. The Whopper with cheese is far more than just a cheeseburger. It is a unique, one-of-a-kind combination that everyone needs to try at some point in their life. Double Stacker.
This is which one? The BK Double Stacker.
Back in 2002, Burger King was experiencing some seismic changes that would change the beloved fast food chain forever. One of the most significant changes was that a new investment group known as TPG Capital took ownership of the chain from the old parent company Diageo. TPG had specific plans in mind. They gradually began developing a new Burger King menu that would attract Burger King superfans who are always looking for new, exciting menu items to feed their deep love of Burger King. One of the most famous items on this new menu was the BK Stacker. This is not a burger to be underestimated by any means.
You don't know me.
The BK Stacker is actually a collection of sandwiches with similar toppings that can be ordered in various forms. The Double Stacker itself includes 2 beef patties, special stacker sauce, cheese slices, and bacon. Pretty tasty sounding, right? Initially, online reviews of the Double Stacker described it as being too indulgent and far too over the top. But superfans and regular customers disagreed with this opinion. TPG's strategy worked, and many menu items, including the Double Stacker, became a big hit with people worldwide, which is great for all of us, isn't it? Impossible Whopper.
That's impossible.
Impossible?
In 2011, American scientist Patrick O. Brown founded a company called Impossible Foods, Inc. But what does Impossible Foods, Inc. do? Impossible Foods, Inc. makes plant-based products that taste remarkably similar to animal products, just like several other companies out there. The difference is that Impossible Foods starts by doing deep scientific research about the molecular structure of various types of processed and unprocessed meats before recreating the flavors and textures, which results in ultra-realistic tasting fake meats. In 2019, Impossible Foods teamed up with Burger King to create something new and fascinating, the Impossible Whopper.
Be a better version of yourself.
The internet went crazy, and the new Whopper's release created a bit of a media frenzy. Vegetarians and vegans alike were super excited to get a taste of the plant-based Whopper, which now allowed them to enjoy this classic burger without consuming any meat products. So far, so good. But the bad news was that the Impossible Whopper did not turn out to be vegan or even vegetarian because it includes mayonnaise, and the plant-based patties are actually grilled on the same grills where they grill real beef burgers. But the good news is that many people think the Impossible Burger tastes excellent and is a pretty realistic imitation of the original Whopper. Rodeo Burger.
This isn't my first rodeo.
First things first, what is a rodeo burger? Is it a special cowboy hat-shaped burger made to be eaten only during a rodeo? No, that's not it. It's a beef patty covered in hot and spicy barbecue sauce and crispy onions deeply fried to perfection. All this is put inside a fresh sesame bun. The name of the rodeo burger has an amusing history. Back in 1998, Burger King wanted to synchronize the release of the rodeo burger with the American science fiction film Small Soldiers. Never heard of the film? That's okay. Small Soldiers actually flopped at the box office, and very few people have ever heard of it.
I'm not impressed.
But the Rodeo Burger, on the other hand, did pretty darn well for itself. This special burger had a good run for several years after its initial release, and then Burger King discreetly removed it from the menu for some time, until finally re-releasing it back in 2019. Most people agree that the Rodeo Burger is utterly delicious. But what some people might not realize is that the Rodeo Burger is also an outstanding value for your money at $1.49 per burger. Now that's a pretty good deal. Bacon King.
Do I smell bacon?
Bacon.
Well,
Why do people love bacon? There are many possible reasons for this, but the truth is, the science about why bacon tastes so good is pretty precise and straightforward. Cooking these strips of goodness causes the fats in bacon to break down, releasing the fantastic salty and buttery taste that we all know and love. Makes sense, right? But that's just bacon on its own. What would happen if you combine tasty bacon strips with 2 beef patties, mayonnaise, ketchup, a fresh burger bun, and a ton of cheese? No, we're not talking about a heart attack.
We're not?
Nah, we're not.
You'd get a tantalizing and somewhat devious creation known as the Bacon King. Let's start by saying that the Bacon King is far from being an ordinary run-of-the-mill burger. It's a diabolical and almost evil combination of flavors that seem to have been created by a mad scientist who wants to manipulate all of your senses until you submit to the power of this fantastic burger. The question is, should you submit to it? The answer is an overwhelming yes. Triple Whopper.
One Whopper for the copper.
Eating too much red meat may have gotten a bad rap in recent years, but truth be told, science has proven that many people's brains are actually hardwired to crave it. There are many interesting reasons for this that research studies have uncovered over the years. One of them is that our ancestors were neurologically wired to search for rich sources of protein that were often hard to come by, and their brains would give them a dopamine hit once they found it. This is why today millions of people worldwide still enjoy eating red meat as much as they do. It feels good, and there are many options out there for people who want to let loose their inner carnivore.
Oh God, I'm so hungry.
But if you happen to be at your local Burger King on a day where you feel like consuming a copious amount of red meat, what should you choose from the menu? There are many potential options that could fit the bill. However, a regular Whopper may not cut it. A triple Whopper may be a better idea. A triple Whopper is 3 beef patties, all 100% beef, between a sesame bun and topped with onions, cheese, pickles, mayonnaise, ketchup, lettuce, and tomatoes. It contains a whopping 76 grams of protein in a single sandwich, which is a heck of a lot more than your average hamburger. Also, the Triple Whopper is incredibly satisfying and is sure to leave you full after you've finished devouring it. So, in many ways, it's a win-win to order this burger. The Whopper.
It's 9:15. Yeah, my stomach just growls for a Whopper.
What makes a Whopper any different from any other burger? The answer, of course, includes several aspects. Number 1 is that Burger King famously flame grills all of its burgers, and number 2 is that they don't use any additives or preservatives in their meat. Something else to consider is that the Whopper is also bigger than your average burger. Each burger contains a 1/4 pound juicy beef patty. Another fact that makes the Whopper an excellent choice is that it was actually created back in 1957, more than 10 years before its direct competitor, the Big Mac.
I was here first.
So, in other words, the Whopper has been around for more than 60 years. It has evolved over time, and Burger King has introduced many versions of it, but the essential components of the Whopper have remained the same. All in all, the Whopper is an exceptional burger and highly recommended within the fast food burger category, and a true original. Let us know your BK favorite, and tap or click another great video, hit that subscribe button, and ring that notification bell.